Thank you so much for speaking to Good Times, Karanvir and Mahesh. Sir, so a nation that has only two obsessions, films and cricket. Are you also crazy about cricket?
I love cricket. I think I wanted to be a cricketer when I was in class 10th or 11th, but I thankfully realized that I don't have it in me to play further, and
Why was it thankful that you realized that
thankfully, because I don't know what I would have been doing if I would have pursued cricket. I wouldn't have been sitting here, I think, definitely.
Yeah, you would have become a demigod, yeah? I mean, you have seen cricketers, they're demigod-like
I don't know if I would
status.
have been a demigod.
Every 11 players who become demigods, there must be 11 lakh who
aspired for it.
go to depression.
See, thankfully, I didn't tread towards that road. So, yeah, I love cricket and I love cinema.
What about you?
I used to play a lot of cricket when I was young. In fact, my coach had told me if not for the country, I would play for Mumbai at least, which was a big thing in itself, because playing for India would have been a little easier. That time the Mumbai team was extremely strong. To get in there was a big problem. But I was very young that time and I used to bowl very, very fast. But that age was such, I don't know, all young boys, they like to bat. And my coach didn't believe in just keeping his hand on my shoulder and try to tell me why he wants me to bowl 24/7. I left and then, but the love still remained. I still play cricket. I might not bowl as fast, but now the cricket more is here in the mind.
So
someone is bowling, I can tell him how to bowl. But when I try to bowl, I can't. So, but that love for the game remains. And then there comes a role where I have to play cricket coach.
Exactly, and Tommy sir is like a coach. I mean, there are two dimensions to his character.
Yeah. He's an art teacher also. And plus he now wants to run away from the game because he has faced a lot of turmoil. He has faced a lot of disgrace. So it is a sort of he's like sort of a philosopher. He gives a lot of philosophy.
True.
More than telling them how to bat and whether bat and bat should be closed. So that was what was more interesting this role. And it was not a role about a coach. And then how I tell them to use their anger. See, what happens is anger is one emotion we don't respect. But I feel it's a brilliant emotion.
Yeah, anger can be translated.
Exactly. Exactly. And anger, if it is stored and used at the right time.
Channelized in the right way, true.
So I love the emotion of anger. Because that is what drives you. You have to prove a point. So it is brilliant. So that is what he does. He uses these boys' angst, for their betterment.
And Karanvir, you play Javed.
Yes.
I mean, love of the game. What resonated with this character? Because there is another aspect also to the character. Because this movie also explores sexual identities and coming out. So what was it?
I think one thing that I really relate to Javed is the love for the sport. He's the captain of the team and he really likes to play the game. And I think he's one of those people who loves the game a lot, but he acts very cool that, it's fine, Like it's inherited in him in some, because he doesn't train a lot as much as Manju and Radha do, because they're fanatics for the game. And I think the best part for me playing Javed was that, it's very cathartic when you can bully someone, because I don't do that in my real life. So, I had a lot of fun doing that with Radha and Manju, which is not a good thing, but that's something that I really enjoy.
A lot of people say that actors, when you're acting, you can unleash certain emotions that you actually control, because inherently somewhere, consciously, subconsciously, we all want to bully the other. It's a human nature.
Yeah. And I really unleashed it, I think, with this series. I think I just unleashed it too much. But I also, I developed a bond with Manju, and there is an undertone of homosexuality. But I think both the characters are at such an age where they can't define their relationship. They get into their friendship because of the comfort that they provide each other. Because both these characters come from very different stratas and they have their own struggles. And they find a very comfortable and warm relationship amongst themselves. And that later translates into something which I think is more special, which once you watch the show.
And also the OTT platforms, I'm asking both of you, I mean someone who's been making films and doing films as well, do you think it's now opened up a vista for content, script writers and also for actors, given that much freedom?
Exactly, it has been a boon to the actors. Because in Bollywood, there are stars and then others. So now, even a negative role a hero wants to play. A villain he wants to play, a comedian he wants to play. Sometimes the heroine also he wants to play. He wants to dress in drag and do something. So what good character actors are getting are left to others. Just father's role, mother's role. Here you have an opportunity to get good roles, whatever age. Because this is more character driven. These are more star driven, the content. So suddenly it has really opened up. They have brought a lot of actors to fore. There are like so many good actors and they're like surprising you on the OTT platform. You didn't know where they were. They were always there. They were always there, but then nobody wanted to, give them a chance. So this has actually opened up a lot of this thing. But the problem is now that every second person is making a web series and they ask me for dates and where, we are going to pitch it to Amazon, we are going to pitch it to Netflix. So that is going to be a down.
This is where the competition is going.
Everybody feels it is easy. So it will take a little time to settle down. When people realize, then you see, you find these people who have the money and they can say कि अभी एक serial बनाएंगे हम इसको Netflix पे दिखाएंगे. Poor guy doesn't know what he's getting into, so they make it and then they know कि it's not being sold there because they don't know the specification also. So that is one hazard there. But otherwise, I think the OTT platform is a boon to actors and good technicians. It's an absolute boon, and because beautiful roles are being written for actors, and slowly it has opened the eyes of Bollywood also.
Now if you've seen the trend this year, I mean it's basically...
The audience, they know the audience is ready to accept good content. They don't want to see the same old hero bashing up 20 people or still playing like a buffoon. And so they know today the success of a Stree or a Bareli Ki Barfi or a Badai Ho has really, today a Newton does get rave reviews and notice that people do go to the theatres. A film like Tumbad, after 6 years of release and still people are flocking to the theatres. It might not be a huge hit, but still the amount of money it has made is reasonable. So now we are in a very, very good space. The audience is accepting cinema where a Gajaraj Rao is a hero, and where Aisha Khurana is a character actor. So it is a fantastic phase to be in,
True. And Karanvir, lastly, since you chose the other passion, not cricket, but you chose acting. So what are you looking forward to now?
I'm just looking forward to be a part of some amazing stories like Selection Day, and I have been a part of a couple of projects that you'll hear about soon, and I'm just very excited, with Selection Day coming out, and I hope that I can just be a part of such stories in the future as well.
So in one way or the other, you did end up playing cricket, didn't you?
Yeah. Fate couldn't take that away from me. Yes.
Anyways, thank you so much, and all the very best for Selection Day.
Thank you.